Hi, it's Mr. Townsend here. Have you ever wondered why sometimes when you look through an object, you can see objects on the other side, and at other times when you look through an object, you can see a kind of a blurred image of the object on the other side, and sometimes you can't see through an object? Well, what we're seeing here are some instances of translucent, transparent, and opaque. And in this video, we're going to unpack how light interacts with objects to produce these different types of images. So, what is the difference between transparent, translucent, and opaque? So, if we look at a picture, when an object, light, or light rays we say, when they hit an object, the object can either be described as transparent, translucent, or opaque, and depending on what happens to the light rays or how they behave. So here's a diagram of a transparent object. So the rectangle here is transparent. The light rays that originate from the girl here, okay, so what's happening is the light rays have come from a light source, they've bounced off the person here, and then they have reflected through this object. This object is transparent because the light rays continue to travel in a straight line through the object. And if someone was on the other side, what they would observe is they would observe the object as it was without any distortion. So they see a perfect image because the light rays from the light ray from the top of the head will go straight through and will be viewed at the top, and the shoes will be viewed at the bottom, and we will get a perfect image. So this is transparent. So that's why that sometimes people say, well, this person is transparent. It means they can see exactly what they're going to do. They have a perfect image of the person. So let's have a look at the next scientific definition here. We have the idea of translucent. So again, the light rays are traveling in a straight line from the girl here, and they're going to hit this object. But this object's a wee bit different. This object doesn't allow the light rays to go through without being affected. And in fact, the light rays get distorted. They get bent or refracted is the name we use for this. But it happens in all random directions. And we have millions of light rays coming off this object or this person, so therefore they're all going to get distorted, and we're not going to get a clear picture. So our picture is just going to be a blurred image of what is on the other side. So light is still getting through the object, but the light rays are being interfered with and are going off in funny random angles, and we don't get a clear picture. This object is said to be translucent. And a translucent is when an object, when you can see the light coming through, but you can't necessarily determine what it is. So we've got two words here: transparent, come through, the light rays are not affected; translucent, they're bent. And we have a third one. Well, what if the light rays hit the object but are unable to travel through? On the other side, what you would see is no image at all, because you can't see the light rays, they don't travel through the object. This object is called opaque. So opaque is what most of the objects we see around us are opaque. They don't have light traveling through them. If we're on the other side, we can't see light very well at all. So we go back to the image we had at the start of this video. We can see here examples of transparent, which is the glass, the clear glass on the top. I can look through here and see that here is a can of Energy V drink. I can see at the bottom here we've got a liquid, but the liquid causes this object at this point to be translucent. I can't see what's on the other side, but light is coming through. See the blue color that's coming from this can? It's been distorted, but I can still see light coming through, but I can't tell what the object is behind it. On the bottom on this bench here, there is no light coming through this bench. If there was something behind this bench, I can't see it. And the reason I can't, because it's opaque. So we've got these three words that are really important to understand: transparent, translucent, and opaque. Okay, thanks for listening to the video. Watch out for the next one.